But cheers, mama.
Oh,
Tonight is a good night. I feel great,
it really
y'all.
is.
I feel so good tonight. Like
That's
this shit
good.
is popping. Whoever didn't make it, when you see this, you better respect it.
I love that.
Because we had a great damn time while we was here
Yeah.
just talking about the things we talking about and building and shit. Peace and good evening, everyone. I am your host, Empress Ayana. This is the Yananomics Lifestyle Elevation Chat with author Lily Rochelle. Yes, she has written the book Shut the Fuck Up and Worry About Yourself. For I hope everyone got an opportunity to see the video first. Tamika, did you get a chance to see the video? To watch the video that played before you. Hey girl.
Yeah, I think I caught like the ending of it because I was at work.
Okay. How did you hear about it?
About what?
About the chat, about
Oh, you
everything.
posted it. Yeah, I
Okay,
posted
so
it.
we're friends on Facebook.
Yes, Felicia's my sister.
Oh, okay. Well, I ain't looking at you, girl. I don't know what's going on.
What up, sis? No, because I'm real. I got a bonnet on and everything.
mm,
But no,
well,
I caught probably like the ending of it. I tried to watch a little bit of it, and then y'all went live because I've been trying to get on Zoom since like 8 something. So I'm like, okay,
okay. All right.
yeah,
Yeah. Yeah, it's been real crazy. So this is my first time doing this kind of um chat. So
right.
yeah. So I'm just trying to get used to everything, but I know that it'll go more smoothly and I could be more prepared for next time. But thank you so much for, joining us tonight. I hope more
No
people
problem.
join us and everything, but we could still just get into it. As I was saying before, I am Empress Ayana, your host for the evening.
Hey,
And I am
girl.
so excited to be here. I love what I do. I am a lifestyle elevation specialist. My organization is called Onyx Restorative Justice. With that
Right.
organization, I help people to achieve their personal and business development goals through virtual assistant services, through graphic design, and video creation, like commercials, different things like that.
Oh,
And
nice,
I help people with insurance
nice.
and to have other opportunities to make money. Yeah, I'm actually studying to get my life insurance license, so I'm really excited about that.
You
So
go,
I hope
girl.
to get that very soon. Yeah, I'm like things are going very well, and I
That's
feel
good.
very grateful. I have lots of gratitude to have Yananomics podcast, to be able to offer this platform to folks, because right now we look at things and we might say, oh, it's not really nobody on it, but this is a video that will go on for forever because once this is done, I will upload it to YouTube. So, and promote it and share it and things like that. So,
Right.
um, I just want for people to know to never be discouraged by where you're at right now or who you might think is following you or not following you, supporting you or not
Right.
supporting you. Like just continue to just push forward each and every day. Don't question God. Like just follow that voice within yourself
Yeah.
and everything will work out like seriously because I won't be I won't be broken by any of these things. I've been telling people like I'm gonna touch my first million by this time next year, and I mean that shit.
Hey,
So
Yes.
I'm as serious about it, and I feel blessed to be connected with beautiful people like Lily. Just so amazing, have such a beautiful mind, a beautiful spirit, like just unique and in your own right. You just out here, you living, you just doing your thing and sharing with the people and stepping outside of your comfort zone to
Right.
make sure that you deliver a message to the people that is absolutely needed. And I thank you so much for coming on tonight and for having agreed to come all the way to Norwalk for our interview and then, to agree to that. And then, for this to be a two-step process, being here for this I'm so grateful. Like I have so much gratitude. So thank you and welcome.
Thank you. I'm grateful as well because, hey, you putting me on right now.
So,
You know what I
Yes,
mean?
girl. I'm trying to build
so
my channel. We building each other, girl. You know what I'm saying? So it's all about the quality content. So even like for example, with that video, the next video you see is going to be better than the last one because I'm
right.
looking at it and I'm saying, okay, these are things that can be improved with the video. This is what needs to be done, whatever it may be. And it's just going to continually like elevate. And I'm just like, I'm not going to worry about nothing. And we here and we doing this and I'm that excited. So let's get into it. So, okay. Tell the people again a little bit about your background, who you are, and what brought you to write Shut the Fuck Up and Worry About Yourself.
Well, I just know I always been the type that wanted to speak to the people. Um, since I was a little girl, so that's really my background because even though I got lost in the midst of certain things, I still came back to it. So I'm thankful for that. But I'm just a regular person from Hartford trying to be better, stuff like that. And I don't know, it's just I gotta do what I'm here to do. I gotta do, my purpose, my job. So though it came out a little hardcore with this book,
Yeah,
I just I just feel that, you know, it will get some people's attention.
yeah,
It's like, who's this guy? Who's Lily? You know?
absolutely. It's real, it's raw. Like is like you not holding nothing back with this book. That's for sure. That's what no,
Mhm.
I respect it. I love it. I think it's beautiful because I think a lot of times we hold our tongue and we're afraid to be open and honest with people. And actually, people are accustomed to folks not being honest with us and prefer it. I mean, not being honest with them rather, and they prefer you not be honest with them. This is darling. This is a family show.
It's okay.
Right. That's all right,
True.
girl.
She mad for a little bit.
Oh,
No, get off me, Empress. I, listen, I'm trying to be all cute in my way. I'm like, get off me.
No, you gonna let you. I was like, oh shoot.
Don't touch me with those sticky hands, girl.
yeah.
Empress, can I work? They don't care. They don't care. Okay, so yeah, I was just saying how it's important that somebody is honest and open with us and direct with us and not mincing words with us because like I was saying before, no, excuse me, people are accustomed to being lied to and actually prefer it
Yeah.
a lot of times.
That's real.
Um, but yeah, you're not around for that. Here, Empress, here. Please go sit down. Here, go sit down. Go watch a movie. You're making a mess. Okay, yep, you dropping stuff everywhere. It's okay. As long as you leaving. As long as you leaving, we good. Um, okay. I'm gonna get into oh that's right. They said that I can't minimize this, but I can screen share, so let me do that. Y'all can see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. Um you wanna start here, Lily?
Oh, we're real. I'm sorry, I didn't
Hmm.
mean to do that.
Which one you want to start with? I could go to whichever
Talking
one
You
you
can
shit.
want.
start with you can start with this one. That's cool.
Okay. Let's get into it.
So you want me to go into it or?
Oh yeah, this is you. Like
Oh, okay.
after you
So
go into it and you can correlate it with your, with the things that you want for people to take from this, and we gonna discuss it.
Hmm.
so the reason why I put that definition in the book is because everybody want to be real, and it's like I don't know my expectation of real is that meaning right there, like you real, you not hiding nothing, you ain't fronting, you know what I mean,
Hmm.
uh all that negative to other people, that's not, you know what I mean, how you real. I just
Right.
feel that's not real. And if you want to claim to be real, just be like, I'm a real this person, like I'm negative, or but everybody want to be real.
Real negative. Hey, I love it. Yes.
Like everybody just want to be that person, and it kind of like I just feel like there's a lot of false advertisement regarding that to
Hmm.
people.
Absolutely.
Hmm.
I agree with
Yeah,
you 100%. With the false advertisement and people portraying themselves to be something other than who they really are. And as I've become more aware, it's kind of like agitating to the spirit a little bit. I mean, I think we're all on our journey and we're all trying to figure it out and navigate it or whatever. But at the same time, it's like I think there's a difference between knowing that there's things within you that need to be addressed and then knowing that and not doing anything about it. So a lot of people know that they're seeing that things that need to be addressed but won't do anything about it. They won't be moved or motivated to actually make the changes in their lives to live as they say they are. um I know all types of situations where people do that. I'm not going to name no names, but I had done a consultation for the business that I work for and helping someone with a quote. And they went through the presentation and stuff like that, and then they were like, basically that, okay, so at the end of the presentation, it gives you three different options. Now, Lily is familiar with this presentation because she's seen it herself.
hmm
But yeah, it gives you three different options of like where you are financially and what you would like to do in order to address the goals your financial goals that you have, right? So basically, this person was like, none of this stuff is valid, and none of this stuff is good for me because I've already made money before. I've touched this amount of money at this point in time and all of these types of things. Now, they're not currently living in that place, but clearly something about that. And I mean, I'm not trying to take anything away from anybody. I'm not saying that anybody cannot change their circumstances and situation. But what I'm saying is that when people speak from the ego, like they were saying how, oh, they don't need this, they don't need that. Oh, that's basically like beneath them. These resources to get your money to a particular place to make sure that your finances are in order. So not only can you make money, but you could keep it, right? Because like you talking all this junk, but did you keep it? Are you being real about where you're at right now? And a lot of times people are not being real about where they're at and are more welcoming to functioning within this very like illusionary type of state. And
Yeah.
like you hit the nail on the head when you put this in there, but that's just an example of like what you're talking about right here. And that was a male, that wasn't even a woman, because I mean, I know that your book is not written specifically about women, but I think it's more woman focused, even though anybody
Yeah.
could take something from it.
hmm
um we see this playing out in people all the time, and it's unfortunate.
It just makes you not believe, right? You just can't believe them. Like, really?
Right. Exactly. It's like, what else are you trying to hide? What else are you trying to bamboozle me on and make me believe that really ain't what it is? Like, let's really good. Mika, did you have anything to add?
No, ma'am.
Alright. So we're gonna move.
Listen, I get the whole thing. You feel me? It's to me, it's like 96.98% of people that's on social media
Yes.
right now. That's not that's not
Wait,
really
how
Yes.
she
them.
broke it down? Wait, she
Everybody
said
got
96
different
Yo,
point.
lives.
she's out
Everybody
here
got
taking
different
doing the
lives.
math. You hear me? Her math is
We're talking about like
96.8.
Yeah, it's
I
mathing
like
over
the
here.
percentages.
she broke it down though. You know what I mean? Like she broke it
Yo,
down.
The
I
math
love
is
it.
mathing.
You did a
Yeah,
hood poll, right? Like, it's not official or nothing like that, but you've been out
yeah.
here and you could base it off of what you've been seeing and who you've been talking to. That's just talking to the people. Like, I know, and it's funny that you say that because obviously we could, for me, I think about dating. A lot of times where people bring their representative, right? They're not
Yeah,
being their real whole true selves. They're bringing their
Oh no.
representative to the table and stuff like that. Um,
not their representative. Hey, yo.
That's why I was like, you see my face. I was like, oh,
oh,
okay.
I
y'all don't
like
say
it.
that?
I respect that though. I respect that.
Like
I
so,
respect
so
that.
you sending over your rep, huh?
Yes, and that's what people be doing. They be sending their rep.
Hey,
So
yo.
as you get to know them, as you get to have more conversations with them, you get to see that their conversation and their knowledge is not it doesn't have as much depth
It take a hot
as
second to see if somebody for real.
Cause it go.
it just
I
don't
mean, it
have as
fades
much
away
depth.
so fast. You know what I'm
Like,
saying?
like you said, the spirit get aggravated. Like, oh, this nigga, I don't got time for that. You know what?
Yo,
Tell that to somebody
exactly.
else.
Exactly. Like they playing games like this not adding up. Like this math not mathing. Nothing about this is making no sense.
And then it don't
And
take you to say you real 1,000 times to be a real person. Like
Thank
that's just
you.
yes,
Like
something
really, you
that's
ain't.
in
Like, I
you.
don't
I don't.
care.
You can tell me that shit until you blue in the face. If I don't see it, then
yes.
it's
And if I
not
don't see
there.
it, I'm like exactly like nah.
Yeah, you just saying it because it sounds good because you know how to say it, but understand the
Yup.
description behind it.
Yup. Because real is not something you have to prove, right? Like that's just something that
At
you
Exactly.
just
all.
are. It proves
Exactly. It just
itself
come
through
out. You
your
know what I mean?
actions, through your character,
Exactly.
all of that.
Like I
Like you
said.
don't have to prove that to nobody.
Right. I
So
want
because
it's,
it's actually existing as a thing or occurring in fact, not imagine or suppose. Okay.
and then it's
You know,
like
everybody
sometimes
got.
it be yo, and it's crazy because in real life, like it really be motherfuckers that'll get around a real motherfucker, and then all of a sudden now you feel like you a real motherfucker because you could hang around one, but that does not make you real. If you
Oh
corny, you're
wow,
gonna be
that's
corny.
yes.
Thank you.
Like
That is
ain't no
so
way
Yeah,
that's
they
around
try to
it.
facts.
rub off. Yeah, yeah. They try
You
to
That's
can
pick up
facts.
your
still
memory.
hang with a real motherfucker, but you still corny.
You still
Like,
corny. Still corny. You know what I'm
yeah,
saying? Like, and that a lot of people do that. They get around people, and as a matter of fact, it's like you brought up something else that made me think of something interesting. Is that there are certain types of people that know how to take on your energy, like they ride your wave, type of a
oh,
thing, in
talk your shit.
relationships and or in friendships and different things like that. Like they're not coming with their own like high vibration. They're not really bringing nothing to the table like that. They know that in order for them to get anything, they have to attach themselves to somebody else or whatever it may be. So like we have lots of people out there that do that. And I was actually in a relationship like that where, they was just basically, and I didn't even realize it at the time because like I'm still trying to find myself like type
Just
shit.
being a
But
hater.
like they was really riding my wave. And I'm
Mhm.
like, damn, like I'm really the bomb and I don't even know it. I'm thinking that they're, giving me something, but really it's me that's feeding them.
Mhm.
And not even
Oh,
really
so they taking your
realizing it.
energy.
Right.
Big time,
They-
big time, big time. The only thing that I will say that we learn from these people is how to be stronger in our own values and our own boundaries and our own standards, right? Because people gonna be who they are, but ultimately, like at the end of the day, we gotta know who we are.
and that's the main focus. Like, why would you want to be like somebody else, or why would you want to try to, act out as somebody else? Like, come on now.
Because that's a
Like
job. And if
that
you
makes
ain't
no
getting
sense.
paid, I advise you not to do it.
It's
Like,
work.
who are you? Like, you know what I
Right.
mean? Like, I would never.
Yo, No, seriously. And like we could see, like you said before, we could see right through that. You
Hmm.
know, a lot of people be playing games, but we see right through that because people be in survival mode. You know, like folks don't really be operating in thriving mode. They be operating in surviving mode. And I can tell when somebody's surviving because I've been there. I know what it looks like and what it feels like to be in survival mode. And I'm not saying I'm even all the way out of it because what? Stop,
I'm still
drop, and
rocking it
roll
right
in
now.
2.2. What? And pick up something and throw something. What?
Hmm.
Like, you know, ready.
Right.
So, you know, at the end of the day, like those things are in place. But like ultimately, I just feel like when it comes to all of this stuff and how we interact with people, we just better armor up. And you just better know when they coming because or what it look like when you see them because a
Okay.
lot of us
Hmm.
we don't recognize it like we see them and don't even like recognize that they're no good for us
It's
or
energy
like I
though.
guess well yeah like to your point earlier yeah I think we do and I think I was even saying that before like deep down we be knowing like we be knowing but we just don't know how to access them tools to get ourselves out of it.
That's real.
Yeah, so okay, let's see what else we have here. Because I know some of these are like one or two. Oh, let's get into this
That
one.
was the whole chapter.
We're gonna get into the hell time. All right, so hold
Because it
on.
was
Let me
like I had
see.
a hard time with that
Okay,
one.
is this is page one? What did you screenshot two? Okay, were there any other quotes from the chapter 11? Was it just this? You wanted to cover family matters, or does it?
Like that, the whole chapter pretty much.
Okay, let's get into it. Go ahead.
Yeah, or the reason why it was hard for me to pick that title because it was like I didn't want to say family feud because I was like ain't nothing like that. Felt like it was like a one sided thing, like family against one. So I kind of broke it down and spoke about how like you growing up with all your family members, your cousins, your sisters, your brothers, and it's like they all pretty much. I don't want to use that word, so I'm gonna just say they kind of like gang up on you because they not like you, and I don't. Okay, they not like you. When I say they not like you, is because you hold your head up high. You
That's the
don't worry
big
about
dog in
nobody.
you. You feel me?
You don't worry about nobody. You know what I mean? You don't do all that other stuff, that crazy stuff that they doing. You have respect for yourself. You have confidence within yourself, and
Mhm.
they don't like that because they don't have that. So
Mhm.
when because they don't have that, they want to come at you and they treat you a certain way. You got some that think they better than you, or they just is they just feel like I don't want to say that word. I don't want to say the word hate,
Say
but
whatever
they just
you
got
feeling
like
like. Okay, if it fits, you should say it.
it's like this envious type of vibe. You know what I'm saying? That they
Yo,
carry,
okay,
and
listen.
you know what I'm talking
You
about.
not capping. That's the thing, right? Like you're telling the absolute truth. Be just go ahead, girl. Just go ahead. I'm gonna say what you want to say, girl.
And it's
Just
crazy because even though they doing that to you, you still loving them. You still, you know what I'm saying? You putting them like you looking up to them. Because they your family, and they just treating you like you did something to them when it wasn't you. It's them within themselves, but they don't
yes,
know that. They can't even bring that up in their mind to think of that. And I don't. Okay, let me be
absolutely.
quiet because you know.
Right.
Hell no, talk your shit.
Yes. Nah, this isn't like because even though this is personal, this is like gonna be helping so many people. They're gonna feel so much less alone by way of you being open and honest right now and just speaking it the way that you see it. So don't hold nothing back. This is an opportunity for you to say exactly what's on your mind. This is gonna be forever minted, in the world and in the virtual world. So please Speak your truth. Don't hold nothing back. This is about other people watching you, and this is what we telling them, right? That's not what we doing. This is about worrying about your damn self and getting your shit together and figuring out all the different factors around that lead us to be where we are. And right now we're talking about family matters, or does it?
That's real.
Yeah. So go ahead, do your thing, because you
So,
always gonna have somebody got something to say.
yeah, the reason why I came up with that is because, growing up, like I mentioned, looking up to my siblings or whatever, like, I would have, like, one family member, she was, like, I'm coming to visit for the day, so, this my girl. I'm like, hey, what I'm talking about? But she treated me like I did something, like I really did something to her. All I did was say it was hi, and then like just act like they don't want to be around you. And I'm sitting here, so it took me a long time to figure that out because at first I would be like, oh, what is really going on? Like, why is this person acting like that to me when I didn't do anything? I
Mm,
had to really learn it's not me.
you know?
It's
Right.
something within me that you're like, oh, I can't stand her because she's like that. But that's not my
Right.
fault.
Right.
Like all you had to do was like, okay, like I put in the book. All they had to do was ask me, what makes you you? And we could have sat down, we could have had that talk. But for
Yeah.
you to try to make up assumptions and you know what I'm saying, you getting mad at me because I love me. The
Yeah. It's
fuck?
really,
So
yo,
it's
like I
like
feel you. I feel you. Like, oh my God, I feel you. It's mad real because with
It's like, why you mad?
family,
Because I'm in the building.
how would you say?
I said, it's like, why you mad? Because I'm in the building. Like,
Like,
and
you
no
the
why? In
hater.
full
seriously.
effect, live. Like,
Right.
in
And
full
all I
effect,
ever and
like,
all I
don't
ever
be
did was give
mad.
love. Like,
And you know
yeah.
what,
Yeah.
though? Because what ends up happening, because I know for me personally, I've always been the underdog. I was the one that was promiscuous, that had kids early, that, like it was mad stuff. Like people was really counting me out. So I know that envy is real because people want so bad to count you out. And when they see that is not gonna happen, like that is like that's like a hit to them. They gotta bring you down to where they at. Like they got a job to do basically at that point, and that's to make you feel uncomfortable with feeling comfortable with yourself. And
Yeah, it
I
is.
like the fact that you put family matters, or does it? Because we build our family, like, right? A lot of us, we end up building the family that we want and that we need in order to get where we're going, right? Like I know, like for my family,
Hmm.
I would say it doesn't matter. I'm building my tribe. Like I'm good. I have certain family members that I love and I do stick by me, but on a grander scale, nah. I would say it doesn't matter for me personally.
As well. That's where I was at for a long time, but I got a loving heart.
Yeah,
But as
I mean,
well,
right. I mean, so long as you're not overcompensating and it's not
yeah.
risking your mental and emotional wellness in order to keep these people in your life, then you should do it. But if you're having to detract something or subtract something from yourself in order to make that be, then that's when I start feeling like,
I'm
okay,
not doing it.
this is not, it's not balanced, it's not good, it's not healthy. So I mean, I have an open heart too. Like I have a very loving heart. Very. I promise it's so loving. I'm
I
just
promise.
saying. I'm just saying that I think some people are really worth our time, that are in our family. If they're really showing us that they want to learn, they want to be
Hmm.
good, they want to be great, they want to be loving, but I mean they shouldn't be our project per se. They should be coming
No,
to
not at all.
showing that that's where they at. But I'm just saying, like, everybody deserves a chance, but you just have to, so long as it's balanced, I guess, really at the end of the day. Like, do you feel like with your kind heart and things like that, that it's getting in the way of you being balanced, or do you feel like still with that you are able to be balanced?
Yeah, I'm still able to be balanced because I know it took a long time to get to where I'm at right now.
Hmm.
It took a
Hmm.
very long time, so I'm able to, do that. Before it was like it kind of affected me, it kind of made me drain a little
Maybe
bit too. But
personal, yeah.
yeah,
Well, I know for the family that I did allow to be in my space, that I don't like mess with like that, but I did allow to be in my space. Empathy is a really big thing. Like, when we can be empathetic towards people, it's not like you're accepting it, but you're just understanding of it, because you either have been through it in some way, shape, form, or fashion yourself, and you're overcoming it too, so you can relate to it. It could be, like different things, but you could relate to it, but it doesn't mean that, at the end of the day, that you have to like accept it, but you can still be empathetic. And I think sometimes the empathy, being an empath, you feel other people's feelings. And that's
all
how
the
a lot
time.
of times we end up like unintentionally draining ourselves.
Hmm. Yeah, that's a job within itself.
Because I know you're an empath, girl. Like, I know you
Oh my
be feeling
god,
people's feelings.
and I feel it through everything. Text, I don't care what it is. I'm gonna
Me
feel it.
too.
A picture or something.
Yo,
You're right. And even like sometimes I like to talk about what people would like, what messages could even be sent in silence, right? When somebody's not saying anything, it could be them not speaking up for you. It could be them, it could be the energy that you even sense in their silence, right? Like, there's messages in everything. People think that you got to be talking to send a message. No, there's messages even in silence.
A lot of people don't comprehend that though. I mean,
no, for real. Like
they
silence
gotta.
is a lot.
We know what we be saying when we be quiet. Like,
To,
everybody know what the hell that means.
like I'm silent, but you hear me.
Exactly. What do they hear?
Y'all crazy.
Oh, so and so not effing with me right now. They not fucking with me right now. You know what I'm saying? Oh, they mad, and you ain't say shit, but
Right.
they know what it
Hmm.
is. Oh, she got an attitude because da 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 da. Like, they know exactly what the hell going on, and I think it's unfortunate because a lot of people believe that, excuse me, when you share blood with someone, that things should look a particular way, things should be a particular way, but that's not reality. Going back to the definition of real, that's not real. That's not what it is. Just because you're blood with somebody don't mean nothing. It don't mean nothing
I ain't
unless
gonna
y'all
lie.
meant to be
I used,
something by the way that
yeah.
y'all deal with each other.
Hmm. Yeah, I respect that. Cause I thought blood meant everything. I thought we supposed to, what I'm saying, hold each other down, be around forever, But nah, they don't see it that way.
That's
Right.
because people tend to become a product of their environment for real, and like that
Hmm.
No, for
childhood
real,
trauma
for real.
shit, and how they parents grew up, and it trickles down to the mother's kids, and now the
Facts.
mother kids miserable, and everything like that shit comes. It's deeper than
Hmm.
just. It's
And that
deeper than
even,
just being
yeah.
in the building. Like
It really
it's
is.
childhood. It's childhood trauma that
Yes.
nobody wants to face or even fix. Like for me, example, like even
Or
within
they
my
don't even
family,
know how to. Hmm.
Mm.
like even within my family, I feel like if well see because I don't be giving a fuck, excuse my language, like so
Don't
I
no
could
no
walk past the
need.
aunt, like I could walk past the aunt and not speak only because you felt like now that I'm older or whatever you could say what you want to say to me and you can't because right now you need to work on what you got going on mentally because
Hmm.
it ain't me that you mad at. you
Hmm.
got you got to take that up with your grandmother's mother because
Hmm.
that's where that came from. And now your kids is miserable and running a certain type of lifestyle and stuff like that.
Right.
And then there's me. I don't care to speak to nobody at the end of the day. I don't owe
Right.
nobody nothing. Family or not. I don't owe you a conversation. If I don't want to speak, I ain't gonna speak. Whether you my aunt,
Right.
uncle, anybody. You got one time to move crazy with me and then it's a done deal. I don't have to. Me being my age, I got my own kids.
I know that's
So
right.
it's like I chose to step away from my toxic family and
Hmm.
only deal with the non-toxic individuals that be around me because it's a different
Right.
vibe.
Right.
Like
I
that shit is
love that.
crazy.
All right. So let's see what else we have here. Tap into yourself. Go ahead, girl. Do your thing.
And you see, I had to highlight the scared of the unknown because a lot of people are like,
Yes.
you know, they feel like they doing something wrong if you try to open up their eyes to something different, you know.
Yo,
But
author. That.
when I said people scared of the unknown, it's like okay, like you know how okay, like say you just got out of a rough relationship, right? And you know, I don't know me when I was you know in my dating phase, the next thing was the next person. That was me. But even though talking to the next person or even being around the next person, I still wasn't happy or I still didn't feel good about me or the situation because of the person I left or whatever, whatever. And it's like, you know, at that time of my life, I would think, damn, like, well, I don't want to be alone all my life or, you know, who gonna want me with, I'm gonna keep it apart. Who gonna want me with two kids? My son has autism. Like, you know what I'm saying? Who gonna keep it real with me and be there for us or whatever?
Mhm.
But
But rude awakening was I don't need nobody to make me happy.
Okay.
Not saying that, not saying that, you know, I don't want to be with anybody, but what I'm saying is like, I really thought, you know, I felt, not thought, I felt, oh, you know, having somebody else on my arm, oh, I feel better about whatever happened with me and whoever else. So
Yeah.
when I say scared of the unknown, it's like, if you just give yourself that chance to just be to yourself, you know, just don't even give nobody a reason to want to, you know, contact you. Like just be to yourself and really be like talk to yourself and really try to balance out your sadness and your
Mhm.
anger and try to blend it in to make you better,
Yeah.
quote unquote. So, and there's a
Absolutely.
lot of people that they don't really think about that. They just jump and jump and jump, or you know, pretty
Hmm.
much you're not putting yourself first.
Absolutely. I know I was
You
that
know what I mean?
woman. I
I
know.
was. I definitely was. And
I, uh,
it's not a good feeling. It really beats your ass. Like you still feel the
mhm.
pain. I don't care. You can have three different relationships after whatever you've been through. You still feel the pain.
Yes.
And it's like you got to
Yes.
correct that within yourself. That's
Mhm.
what I feel.
No, absolutely. Miki, did you have anything to say on that?
girl, no, I'm good on this one.
Ah,
I think I'm gonna leave
yeah.
my 2 cents out this one.
I
Yeah,
got right.
no.
So you know
But
we talking.
yeah, it's just real shit, and
Mhm. It really is.
relationships are tossed up. Yo, and it's crazy because any relationship, friendship, relationship,
Any,
anything that got
thank
a shift
you.
in it. Like it's all a
Yeah.
toss up. You're either gonna get a good person or you're gonna get a bad person.
Mhm.
And it's like you're taking a gamble because you get with somebody and you don't know if he's gonna be good. And 9 times out of 10 coming in, everybody's good. And then
Yeah.
everybody mad starts slipping off,
That's
and
on.
now
Yeah.
We on
it's
top
like
of.
okay, now I got a lesson instead of a blessing. So
Yes.
how I'm gonna do this lesson? Like, am I gonna pass this lesson? Am I gonna get one wrong, two wrong? Am I gonna have to
Mhm.
take the test again? Like it
Mhm.
just be a toss up with certain stuff.
And them
Absolutely. And
lessons be
you,
beating our ass.
no, for
Yeah,
real.
like,
Go ahead.
and I
Hmm.
don't like pop quizzes, so I don't know. I'm like, hey,
I love
Not the pop
it.
quiz.
if you
Like,
give me
hold
the
on,
pop
nah,
quiz,
I'm
I
not
might
even
have
doing
to cheat
it.
on it. I might
She's like,
have
I
to
ain't
cheat
even
on
doing it.
this
I'm
test.
gonna
So I don't
just,
Yo,
I'm
that's
good.
mad funny. Yo, no, it's mad
Yeah,
real. Everything that you're saying, like everything that you said is mad real. And I feel like,
I think now, yeah,
yeah,
like moving forward, everybody we encounter, you got to look at it as a lesson, even
mm,
when you don't want to. Look at that shit like a pop quiz. Like, okay, I got a bunch of answers and I got a bunch of questions and this problem, I got to figure this out. Okay, am I either gonna pass it or not? And that's with
right.
everybody.
Uh,
Again, it's friendships,
that's
relationships,
real. You gotta be mad alert, man.
situationships. Yeah,
Yeah.
because everybody got a mask on. I prefer you not to
hmm
come in with
Absolutely.
a mask. Show me you're ugly.
No,
I
for real,
wanna
because I'm gonna
like
show
I
you my
wanna
ugly
see the
off rip.
whole everything. I wanna
Yeah.
see
But you
everything.
know what's crazy about that? That's a tricky situation too, because somebody can come in and show you they ugly, and then that's all you begin to know. So
Mm,
now it's like
And
now
that's
they
a
get into the good part now. When you don't want to get to the good part with them no more because the bad the scary shit already came out. So now you mean to tell
yeah.
me now you're in a stance, you're in a place where now you want to be the good guy or the good friend or you just want to be nice and okay, I'm done showing you my bad side. Like, but no, because now that individual that you did that to, she don't want it no more, or he don't want it no more. Because you already done in his mind, you a bad motherfucker.
well,
Like, but
but I
who
think
wants to
though,
go through that?
but I think though too, it's still about showing them that that's not all of who you are and that's not the most of who you are. And I think your actions show that because we all have moments of weakness, right? Like we all have moments
Absolutely.
where we don't get it right, we fuck up or whatever it may be. But like what's the like how what's the percentage of how we deal with recovering from these things and dealing with these things versus coming up with excuses for these things and making and being apathetic, feeling sorry for yourself or whatever it may be. I think it just matters, like how you approach it because it ain't nothing wrong. We all flawed. Every single one of us are flawed. But
Definitely.
what are you doing when that situation comes up where your flaw like comes to light? How are you dealing with that? Because a lot of people are not dealing with themselves. And that's where when she talk about tap into yourself, like, I mean, I know for me, so for so long I did not tap into myself. I was so busy looking outside myself for something that was right here. Like, I mean, honestly, there's nobody who could do something for me better than I could do it for myself outside of some activity.
Hmm.
A lot of people
I
don't
gotta
even know
talk
that.
about those activities. I'm talking about I'm talking about the activities that require for us to know who we are, to know where we're going, to know what we want and what we don't want, before we open up ourselves. And I mean, I'm grateful for having bumped my head a million times because it helped me to be the woman that I am today. But I definitely had not tapped into myself. And as a matter of fact, I feel like the majority of the people that I come into contact with has tapped into themselves, but not in a way that really makes, I feel like, the greatest impact in their ultimate freedom.
Mm.
Just they might do a little something here and a little something there. Like people who don't clean their whole house, they just
But
straighten
what is
up.
just clean the living room?
Yeah, they
They
straighten
still
up.
working on it though. They still
Yeah,
working on it
yeah.
compared to
But
not
no,
doing nothing at all.
that's their regular way. I mean, we all straighten up sometimes, but no, these motherfuckers just they never clean. They just always
They
straightening
ain't
up.
paying attention. They
I'm
either
at the
not paying
tap
attention
into
or they
myself.
ignoring it.
I'm at the tap into yourself stage right now. That's where I'm at. I'm tapping into
Mhm,
myself right now. Only
mhm,
because it ain't nothing. And this for any female and man. It's nothing to go get in a relationship with somebody else after
Mhm.
getting your heart broken by somebody or leaving somebody. It's nothing. It's nothing. I could get two niggas tomorrow if I want to.
Mhm.
But right now,
That's real.
where I'm at, like I gotta get familiar with myself. I'm in two relationships right now. It's with myself and with my mental. And
Mhm.
Right.
sometimes they go at it. They get on my nerve because they
Of
always, they
course.
clash.
But you gotta work that
But
out. You know what I mean?
that's where I'm at right now, like tapping into myself. And as I continue on this journey of mine, tapping into myself, I like saying that, so I'm gonna keep saying it.
I like it.
But
Keep
like
saying it, girl.
it's like it's either gonna see, because I don't care about being liked. So I'm gonna say a lot of people ain't gonna like me, but you will respect me.
Mhm.
That's where I'm at
That's
with it.
right.
I'm tapping into myself because I had a lot of people disrespect me. So now you might not like me, but I'm gonna apply the pressure for you to respect me,
Mhm.
or we have nothing to talk about.
Mhm. Well, me and you, we don't interact on a day to day in life or whatever, but through your social media and things like that, I definitely feel that. Like, I feel like you in a transition in your life
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're basically like setting the standard and setting the bar for what you want. Like, that's different and higher than what you like accepted before. Like,
yeah.
you clearly are someone that is thinking outside of the box in a lot of ways,
Oh
and
no, I'm outside of the box. I ain't even. I'm outside the box. Like
yeah, no,
I'll probably
I
be
can
standing
tell.
next
Like,
to
I
it.
can definitely tell by a lot of the stuff that you post, like that you thinking. You're
Yeah,
not just posting, you're not just putting something up for, like likes or whatever. Like, you're actually thinking like about shit. And even if you don't have the answer, like you you're mad funny. Yo. Oh.
entertainment purposes
That's
only.
real.
Yo, you're mad funny. But it's like at the same time, it be real.
Yeah,
And I respect the things that you post and where you're at and things like that because we all gotta figure it out. We all gotta tap into ourselves in some way, shape, form, or fashion. And real quick, right? When it comes into this tap into yourself thing, I feel like social media makes it a lot of times like a lot harder
no,
because
that's because people don't want to
right.
be themselves. They. It's hard to portray somebody else that you're not in real life. If you one way on social media and I see you in real life, oh my God, I'm subbing the shit out of you.
Yeah,
Because
Yeah, you crazy.
no, you did not just sit up here and have me thinking you was 300 racks in and all this other shit, and you live on Main Street. You got me fucked up.
right.
But
Yeah,
real
no.
shit, y'all. When I met tap into yourself, it was more like, give yourself the things that you want, that you probably can't get from the next person. Or
Mhm.
if you're going through pain, use that pain to build you up and make you stronger and to know how to be alert and how to deal with a situation that comes up. Again, you know what I'm talking about, similar to what you've been through or something you're trying to avoid. Like, pay attention to that shit. That's what I mean
Yes.
by that.
I love that you got us on point. You like, nah, y'all need to rap. Wait a minute, because y'all, y'all talking out of context right now. Let me
But
just
I respect it. I love it.
no,
It's
I
still
I
real, but
know, but that's like thank you for doing that because yes, that's
Trust me.
mad important, and I'm glad that you clarified that. And
Mhm.
I feel like you saying that is and bringing it back to that focus is something that a lot of people are going to need. Like, to tell you the truth, like, okay, yeah, all of these things are relevant, but this is what because I told you to put together the things that I wanted, that you wanted for people to take from the book, and you took that shit man serious. Like, wait, no, for real,
oh
y'all,
yeah,
like,
you
Man,
know
it's
I had to say something.
she know
But
how
I'm
it is
still
over here.
listening. Yup, I'm still
You'll
listening.
be
I still
yo,
surprised.
respect everything.
I
Right.
love it. Like, this is giving me life. And like I'm feeling nice too. I'm drinking some honey whiskey
Hey,
with
Oh
Nick,
some
wow.
we gonna have to start recording our do say nights, man.
oh
We be on some shit.
shit.
No, we be
I'm
on some
No.
telling
shit
you.
though.
But
We're gonna have to
I
start
want to
recording
go
them.
out. Okay, anyways, we gotta stay focused on this for now because I already know we could like go left. Anyway, so y'all, all right,
I felt the
let's
left coming.
you felt it coming, yeah, like especially after them drinks start hitting, like you be like, ah, like
No,
Uncle,
for
where my
real.
gift at? Like, wait, okay, wait, just relax, just relax. Still
Mm,
business. All right, so let's go ahead and wrap it up.
okay,
Listen,
yes, yes.
this was amazing, and I'm gonna go ahead and close this out. Let me I couldn't see y'all. I mean, I know y'all probably could see me, but I couldn't see y'all. But that was hey Aisha, that's my people. Girl, you been
Yes.
quiet. How long you been
Hey.
here, girl? You been quiet this whole time?
Yes, well, I've been here the whole, well, not the whole time, probably since like 9:30 something. Just listening to
Really?
y'all. Yeah, that's it.
Aw,
Yeah,
this
just
my
listening.
people
Well, how
right
did
Y'all
you feel about what you
vibing.
heard?
uh,
I think it's
Listen,
amazing. Like I honestly can connect with everything that y'all was talking about on Submersion, especially about the family. Cause I've
yeah.
been feeling like the black sheep for a while, especially with, my awakening, what, 7, 8 years ago, and just trying to communicate to them like, hey, like what y'all doing, what we doing here, we need to, get about. I'm more so, I try to encourage my family to be more financial literate and let's come together and start businesses or own property, whatever, because everybody got high paying jobs, they got 401ks. Let's tap into it. Let's get some real
mm,
estate.
Right.
But they act, people just, I don't know. They act like they about it. They want to do it, and then politics come into play. They find out you're a Trump supporter or whatever the case may be at the time, and next thing you know, oh, I'm the black sheep, and I'm like, okay,
Well, Miss Black Sheep, I think you
well,
might want to go do that by yourself.
I know that's right.
And
I've
No,
been
they gonna
doing it.
see
seriously.
That's
that.
what I've been working on some real
Yes,
shit,
ma'am.
and
Yeah.
then
And
trying to connect with the
congratulations
people.
and good luck, girl. See you at the top.
Thank
Yes.
For
you.
real.
Same to you too, boo. For real.
Yes, ma'am.
I love it. And let me tell you, like Aisha, she's amazing. She's a really amazing sister, really uplifting sister, like really positive sister. And I feel like everybody that was supposed to be here in terms of like directly right now, in first person, like I feel like this is what it was supposed to be.
Right.
And it's not about, okay, well, I watched this video and I heard them talking about it. It's like y'all were actually involved in the conversation.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's amazing. And I feel like that's where it is at the end of the day. Oh, I didn't even see your message, girl. So we all like we mad nice right now. Are you drinking anything, Aisha?
No, I was grubbing, girl. I was getting my grub.
Ah, you over there eating? Now I got the munchies, girl. You need to send me something. Yo, when are they
Right.
gonna let us start sending each other something like immediately? I be like, yo, Lily, send me a burger, bitch. Stop playing. I'm hungry to go. Let me go wait.
Yo.
Yo, I got my little portal. I got my little what you call that what's that fryer thing? What's the fryer thing
The
called that
air
they
fryer. The
I
air
got
fryer.
my air fryer portal. Like, send me my shit, yo. Like,
Okay.
I'm hungry.
Girl, you think
Yo.
you went fifth element out this bitch? Say fifth element. I ain't there yet.
No, for real, like, huh,
Yo, I'm telling you, I'm not accepting no more answer. We can do this. Nanotechnology, baby, for life. Yo, they be thinking that black women don't be knowing shit, but we be knowing.
Mhm. You know we
We
know
be
everything.
knowing mad shit. Like, I
Mhm.
mean, I don't know why anybody would sleep on us, but hey, they do. Like, how can you sleep on the cradle of civilization? But okay, anyway,
Thank you. Thank you. Thank you.
Damn, whoa.
how do you
That
do
right
it?
Stretch it out.
there.
How do you
Like,
look at yourself in the mirror every day? Like, how? But okay.
but that's why they try to manipulate us and treat us the way they do. They try to make it seem like that nobody wants a black woman. Black woman is at the bottom of the barrel, whatever the case may be. But we all know that's not true. We
Yep.
know
Well,
our greatness. We know
they
who
can
we
go and
truly
sleep with
are.
a white
And
woman if
we,
they want to. Shit, go
yeah, but
ahead.
guess
They trying to
what?
be
Because
us
Guess
too.
what?
They
Guess
trying
listen,
to be
no,
what?
us too
because
though.
They're just
I said
diluting
that
themselves.
on
They're
some
diluting
petty shit.
themselves.
Hell no, I said that on some petty shit for the simple fact white people been fucking gorillas and shit,
Thank you,
sleeping in the
girl.
gorilla's
Shut up.
nest,
Shut
all
up.
types of shit.
No.
This is
They be
why.
fucking
This is why.
donkeys and
Listen,
shit.
Mayday, mayday, the conversation has gone left. Y'all wasn't ready, but stay tuned because there's more where this came from.